What's up? What's up? It's Sensei Christopher Wateki here. Unite the Light. We are doing our countdown. Countdown 39 days and counting. 39 days and counting to Unite the Light. The one summit you've got to go to this year. We're going to do a countdown every day until the day we go live. Take a look at this video. Let's see why. The Unite the Light Lightworker Summit is reborn in 2025, May 17th to 19th, reincarnating in Nashville, Tennessee, the capital of country music light. If you live to make the world a better place, we invite you to gather and co-create for 2 days. Day 1, meet curated, love-infused influencers sharing strategies and innovation. Day 2 calls for conscious conversations. Lightworker power panelists discuss industry urgent topics. And for the first time, you requested, we co-created a third day, a 36-hour, ultra-private, closed-door whisper summit. We call it Afterglow, where 2 or more gather. Afterglow is a secret identity Congress of Light, featuring high-wattage leaders of light who share unpublished career advice and trade secrets. It all takes place in the luxurious Gaylord Opryland Hotel, where you may enjoy a full spa, poolside drinks, and tasty dining. And don't miss the Honky Tonk Supper and Step Networking event happening Saturday night. Wear cowboy attire, feast, learn astro secrets about you and cosmic allies. Consider this an invitation. Let us celebrate our ascension at the brightest gathering of love in the world. Tickets on sale now at unitethelight.love. That's unitethelight.love. Hey friends, we are going live right now, and we're going to do this for the next 39 days. Every day, every morning. I'm getting up at 8 a.m. to do this for you guys because I love you so much. But what we're coming down to is the countdown of the release of our new speakers. And this is going to be what we call a paradigm speaker. This is a paradigm presenter. Someone's going to bring a new paradigm to the concept of consciousness. And our first paradigm speaker is Dylan, Design Maven. If you're not familiar, Dylan is an amazing man. He actually is in human design, 100%, taking the red blue pill. I think it was what it was blue. was it red? And Dylan actually is an expert. From what I have studied with him, he came to me actually as a friend, and we started to talk to each other about astrology and human design. And over time, I began to realize that this man is like integrating this system into his blood and soul. And he was actually on my show last Friday. We were talking about him and what he's been doing. And here's a little synopsis. Why don't we ask him, what is human design anyways, Dylan? What is human design?
Human design is a synthesis. So it brings together a lot of existing systems, ancient systems like astrology, the Chinese I Ching, the Kabbalah tree of life from Judaism, and the chakra system. And so it takes all these elements and it remixes them into this new quantum tool that's basically your map, your blueprint for your soul. And so in that sense, it's a lot more efficient in terms of decision making, manifesting the path forward, and what we're really looking to experience here, which is not a lot of shadow work, but more a direct link to our true nature. So all in all, I think human design is really here to collapse timelines that would have taken a lot longer and give us really clear, grounded navigation tools so that we can make decisions to shift towards.
Wow, fascinating. And Dylan, human design, first of all, is a system that has come into play as of like the late 70s. I downloaded the SEP system. This system combines different modalities into a new understanding of humans called human design. I myself am still learning this process, but what's interesting is as light workers, we are realizing that we have greater tools at our hands. This is not your mom and dad's, astrology or tarot card. We are now creating these hybrid systems that allow us to see succinctly into the character of the soul, where they are held up, and how to help evolve them, how to help them heal, and how to help them come to the place of where they're here to shine. And that's what I love about Dylan. He's always experimenting. He's always divining and going inside. In fact, he has come up with what he calls a 5D chart. And this is a revelation that he had actually going back to the original Unite the Light that we had, which was last year in 2024 in Austin, Texas.
One thing that's interesting that I've seen in my psychic vision is that when we did the last Unite the Light, we activated a timeline that just now kind of came to fruition a couple weeks ago. And
Really?
there were
Okay.
specific signs and dreams that I had at the last Unite the Light that were question marks for me. And then I saw the confirmation of them very recently.
Hmm.
Um, and it just in this moment, I'm realizing like, oh, okay, so we had to, it's almost like we activated 5D, you know, in
Hmm.
that space.
I agree.
High energy detoxed us.
Without a doubt, a total high I'd never felt before in my life, and it wasn't excitement. I don't know how to describe it. It was just very, just so much energy and joy, and everyone had like a joy hangover for like 2 or 3 weeks, and so that's what I felt like. That something had opened, and I feel like we were attending. Wow, interesting. We really are. What happened back then in Unite the Light in Austin, Texas, was we had all of our people come together, and we didn't realize, we didn't even think about this as an option, that everyone there who was in high vibe was kind of interacting with everyone there who was in high vibe. And we literally felt a bit of a high off of it. I mean, we felt like we were in another world. It was kind of a little confusing to go from your room to the actual center and back again. And that's what I was speaking to in that moment. But in that moment of energy, we also realized that we were all coming into a new enlightenment. We all had sort of new ideas come to us. And one of Dylan's ideas was this idea that there would be a 5D chart. He talked about this, and he talked about this yesterday at his 5D birthday party. And this is why Dylan is going to be a presenter at Unite the Light, because he's a person who doesn't stop with the modality. He has a person that has gone into learn human design and then see where its limits are. He and I are actually working on connections between human design and step astrology, because step astrology brings in a numeral, a number-based system that's a planet-based system, and we've been beginning to find connections between human design and step astrology. See, this is exactly what Unite the Light is about. Unite the Light is about finding those people who are willing to take the risk and to adventure into different areas of consciousness and become pioneers of this new direction. We are at a time now, friends, where it's time for us to stand in our light, and it's time for us to move forward with what we know and begin to explore. The astrology shows that we are opening up the heavens, if you will. With Pluto and Aquarius, we are raising the vibration to a new frequency that has not been lit since really Atlantis and Lemuria, which is also known as Mu. And Dylan, our first speaker announcement today, is one of many to come for the next few days. He is a perfect example of the type of person we're looking to work with at Unite the Light. We're wondering if you are a person that is pushing the envelope. Are you a person that's taking experiments with what you know, with readings or with spiritual technology? Are you a person that is mixing modalities we haven't seen mixed before? We're looking for those people who are re-engineering spirituality on a higher level, trying to crack the code of God consciousness and reality, and also, of course, manifestation, abundance, those classics. But in a bigger perspective, how do we as a people come together? How do we live in light? How do we live in love? How do we make that our fundament of every day? That's what we're about at Unite the Light. We're just trying to bring together our resources and the people on earth who want to make the world a better place so that we can take advantage of the potential here that we have at our doorstep. So I'm Christopher Oteki, the Sensei to Serious Joy. I know this came out kind of a little weird. That's because we actually have been experimenting with going live like this. We're going to go live every morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, which will be 11 a.m. Eastern. I have to go backwards there. And we're just going to do a little update with you as we release the speakers that come on every day. And we have a number of announcements coming, folks. We're going to be doing some stuff at Unite the Light that you have never seen before. Let me just tell you right now. Things that are pushing the envelope and really seeing what is possible out there. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting moment. The energy is intense if you don't feel it. I'm feeling it right now, all the net 9 energy today with 19 degrees. So just ride it. Do your best to be there. We'll be there live with you as much as we can, and we'll be back in 24 hours with another announcement of another speaker. But this is our first speaker. Dylan Design Maven is the first speaker officially announced for Unite the Light, Nashville, Tennessee. Don't give it away, but in essence, I mean, give us a little teaser of what you're presenting.
I've received some very interesting intel about what's going to happen at Unite the Light, and it's miracles are possible. And I really think that that's what Unite the Light is destined to be, is this catalyst for miracles, not just in that moment that we gather, but as we go back into our lives after the event, we carry this amplified, unlocked energy, and new things do become possible.
Wow, this is cool because I've always heard about human beings evolving, but not really ever seen it in the third eye having like a little demonstration. So you're saying you saw something similar, huh?
Yeah, the 5D human design chart is here. And I think it's really important to be available to be the witness and to be paying attention to all the little hints that are coming through on a daily, hourly, minute by minute basis,
Mm.
because we are, our future selves, our higher selves are guiding us right now.
Yes.
And so if we are the, receptive partner to that, we get to have a really
Interesting. Very fascinating. That clip alone talked about how Dylan had uncovered that energetically we are moving forward into a higher dimensional reality, which we all know we call 5D, and that there's a new species of people on the planet, which is known as the raves. And so he's talking about a new species of humans, not species as in other than humans, but subspecies of humans. Apparently, this new human race has a 5-point basis, which means that there are 5 that are all connected to one another, which is also kind of interesting. So we'll talk about that. But that is exactly what we're trying to talk about at Unite the Light. If you're interested in coming to Unite the Light, please do. We want a gathering of the light once a year. We talk about it. I joke about it. It's funny, but it's not funny. All the dark people of the world meet once a year to talk about how to try to control the earth. Why don't the light come together once a year to talk about how to liberate the earth? Why isn't this a thing? We should make it a thing. And this year we also have what we call Afterglow. Now, Afterglow is a closed-door private meeting space that will happen from Sunday night to Tuesday morning. And what it is basically a bunch of people who are all businesses in the light, people who are wanting to make the world a better place. This is us making backroom deals and exchanges. This is us allowing ourselves to work with each other and trade instead of having to sell and be taxed on that sort of thing. This is us allowing to find resources that we need that we haven't been able to find. And it's also a proposal of some things that we're trying to put into motion. That is called Afterglow. You might be interested in that too. But if you're new as a light worker, if you're just coming on board, if you got a small tarot card reading business in Nebraska, we want you. We'd like to talk to you. We'd like to be a part of your life, and we'd like to help you succeed. We want to unite all the people whose hearts are united in one simple truth. We want to make the world a better place. Do you? So do we. Go to unitethelight.love for more information. Unitethelight.love. I think that's it. Are we good? Are we good to rock out? The Unite the Light Lightworkers Summit is reborn in 2025, May 17th to 19th, reincarnating in Nashville, Tennessee, the capital of country music light. If you live to make the world a better place, we invite you to gather and co-create for 2 days. Day 1, meet curated, love-infused influencers sharing strategies and innovation. Day 2 calls for conscious conversations. Lightworker power panelists discuss industry urgent topics. And for the first time, you requested, we co-created a third day, a 36-hour, ultra-private, closed-door whisper summit. We call it Afterglow, where 2 or more gather. Afterglow is a secret identity Congress of Light, featuring high-wattage leaders of light who share unpublished career advice and trade secrets. It all takes place in the luxurious Gaylord Opryland Hotel, where you may enjoy a full spa, poolside drinks, and tasty dining. And don't miss the Honky Tonk Supper and Step Networking event happening Saturday night. Wear cowboy attire, feast, learn astro secrets about you and cosmic allies. Consider this an invitation. Let us celebrate our ascension at the brightest gathering of love in the world. Tickets on sale now at unitethelight.love. That's unitethelight.love.